welcome to Le Tour de France, round étoile at Nogaro, which is obviously Japanese. Let's be real here. I am very attractive, and with me, as always, is Maggle the Fraggle Snaggler, a.k.a. Mike the Knife, a.k.a. El Huevo Rojas. Michael Megas.
Well, thank you. We are here at Nogaro, which is in France, as you would guess from the title of the video. This is one of the lesser-known tracks in France, obviously, because it hasn't hosted the F1 Grand Prix, to my knowledge. I should have looked that up.
Listen, I'm pretty sure Nogaro is just a Japanese seaweed, and you're making it all up.
No. Although, to be clear, there may be a Japanese seaweed called Nogaro. Let's be entirely honest. It has.
I only have one question: is this Big Nog or Little Nog?
Probably Little Nog. It's not that famous, so it's definitely the lesser famous of the Nogs.
Will it be Eggnog?
Maybe. Andrew D going second quickest. Give you a quick rundown here on the qualifying order right now as we're in the final 45 seconds. Magic Cash Chuck on pole from Andrew D, Martin Edmonds, Tomas Ribeiro, who I believe is a new face to the Edouard Gilbert, who did very, very well last round. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do here today. Steve Davidson, Yuri Kutachville, Remy Verhaeg, Adam Stewart in the top 10. That is an overachievement for him. Then it is Lezek Lacomi, Antonio Costa, Bertrand Barrier, Cedric Bonfon, Andy Darnell, Christian Kubovic, Chris Willems, Mauricio Delgado, and Mauricio Julian on row 9 together.
Mauricio.
I believe it's weird to see Costa that low in the order because I do believe. I'm going to look it up just to make sure. Yeah, I believe he comes in today as the championship leader. So
let's go, Mauricio. Wait, who are you talking about?
We're talking about Antonio Costa.
Oh, my bad.
To see him down in 11th place is, well, it's a little bit weird. You don't generally see somebody who's winning a championship down that low.
Perhaps he is all jacked up on Freezy Pops.
Could be, or maybe I did notice a lack of Tugas guys towards the top of the field, so maybe this is a case where the Tugas guys don't have a great setup and don't necessarily know this track all that well.
Could be.
And it's hindering them. Because, I mean, this is a track that I imagine a lot of people have not run at all. Probably. I think this is the only major video game that it's even in.
What about Gran Turismo 3?
Definitely not.
What?
Definitely not.
Gran Turismo 4?
No.
What the heck?
It is well, that's kind of what RaceRoom does. It's got a couple of like tracks that you just don't see in a lot of video games, and as a result, that's kind of its appeal. It goes weird.
All right, now that we got the racing out of the way, Mike and I are going to talk about food and wrestling for the next 2 hours.
Well, we got racing to cover, sir.
Oh, whatever.
They're not here for that. We are off to begin here with Magic Cash Chuck leading the way in the Gulf Oil car.
Go, Gulf Oil to the front.
I'll tell you, it's the Gulf Oil boys.
Let me point out that the top three are all Gulf Oil.
Yeah, I was going to say the Gulf Oil Canadian pole dudes have definitely got their... they've got their shit together here today with a 1-2-3 in qualifying. And Chris Willems is off the track there in the background.
Commonwealth Gulf Oil. There's a lot of Gulf Oil out there, I think.
There should be 4 of them, I do believe. We should have the 3 at the front and Mr. Steve Davidson.
Monsieur Verhaeg, Tabernacle Numberman.
Kubovic in 14th place. If I'm not mistaken, and it's not another series that I'm thinking about, was Kubovic the recent podium finisher in this series? No. It must be another series I'm thinking of.
What's this about a Kugel Blitz?
Maybe in the U.S. series that we are sometimes also commentating on, and therefore I have mixed the two.
I identify as very much between those two things.
On board with Adam Stewart as he runs in 10th place. Somebody rejoining the pack there. Red and white car, maybe that could be a Ribeiro. Went off the track. Yep, it was. There you go. Process of elimination is strong. Antonio Acosta cutting his way through the field up to 8th place after starting in 11th. So some progress for the Castrol Edge Championship leader from Tugas team.
Ooh, somebody going for it.
Adam Stewart going for it against Steve Davidson. And it looks like he is going to get the job done for now, but the inside line turns to Davidson at the next corner.
Yeah, golf whale to the
And
front.
Steve will keep the spot. In fact, actually he won't. As it is actually Barrier who better just passed both of them.
Dang it all to heck.
You don't need to give Bertrand Barrier much of an opportunity to make an overtake happen. He is happy to take a hole and make it a little wider, if you know what I mean. Magic Kashchuk leads by a half second from Andrew D. With the Golf Oil cars running in 1-2-3 formation ahead of Mr. Edouard Gilbert, who is trying to break up the party, but at the moment... Oh! He nudges Martin Edmonds off the track.
That is dirty poutine. We do not subscribe to such behavior unless
Now,
you're
it
going
does
to go
look
all the
like
way.
he let Martin rejoin ahead of him. So, you know, I applaud the classics. Your big chargers at the moment are Costa and Barrier, who are respectively up 3 spots apiece. Somebody off the track there. The car in 12th place, that'd be Darnell, most likely. Of course, we have the Tugas team, the Canadian pole team, the French team. They have a more detailed name than that. I'm just blanking on it right this second.
The Tabernacle Choir.
Which is the orange car here that is being shown off by Edouard Gilbert. And then they have their junior team as well.
Very nice.
Don't know if any of their juniors are here today, because I think Gilbert, Verhaeg, and Barrier are all with the big team, so to speak. Although Barrier is running a different livery today. He's running a red and white livery that I am not entirely certain I have seen before. At least not in this series. I mean, I'm sure I've seen it before, like, racing in the game, because there are not that many different liveries for the junior cars. But I don't recall what team that is associated with. I will find out for us.
I believe it's the Atlanta Thrashers.
Looking over at the booking here. Bertrand, where are you, Bertrand? Oh, no, okay. I was right. Bertrand just brought the wrong livery. He is supposed to be in the one that Gilbert has here. He is a teammate. But he has elected to go with something a little different today.
Something a little zesty.
Apparently. Mr. Tomas Ribeiro has joined the Tugas Racing team with also the wrong livery. They're supposed to be in the Castrol Edge cars. But he's got the snap-on livery instead. Gentlemen, get your liveries right.
Get your liveries right, or I will have to remove your spleenery.
Steve Davidson moving towards the front. This is one area where I do kind of like ACC a little bit better because it won't lock you into a livery. Actually, I think it can, but what it will do is when you use the entry list, you can prevent people from joining in the wrong car, which tends to eliminate the tendency to have to reset your livery every time you join a server. Just keep it there. Bertrand Barrier running in 10th place. He has been relegated by Steve Davidson once again. He's in a 3-way fight with Davidson and Adam Stewart. In the meantime, up front, still Kashchuk leading the way from Andrew D. Oh, and Adam Stewart with a spin. Looks like he got hit from behind, but at the same time, I can't imagine who would have hit him from behind. Cedric Bonfon also off the track.
I believe that would be the evil Midnight Bomber with bombs at midnight.
Ooh, Gilbert battling with Ribeiro for 4th place, aka best of the non-golf oils. And Lezak Lacomi being driven around the outside of by Andy Darnell. And that'll be the inside of this hairpin, and he is going to complete the overtake there for what? I'm blanking on his team name. Piston Heads. There you go. Because we have the Petrol Heads and the Piston Heads. And I knew he wasn't with the Petrol Heads.
Machine Head.
Oh, Steve Davidson off the track.
Steve, no.
Steve Dave.
Steve, you betrayed my tiny trust.
Steve Dave has hard-borne that trust, too. In a very reliable hand.
Steve Dave, You have besmirched the good name of...
There's also a gearhead team. A lot of heads.
No, there's a lot of head going on there.
A lot of heads.
Did they have enough head space?
Well, it's because it's the petrol head crew, and they've just kept the head for all of their teams.
I dig it. I would like to know if the Petrolhead guys have watched the animated movie Red Line, and has anybody tried to claim the title of Gearhead, Machine Head?
You know what I'm a little bit disappointed by with the petrol heads? A little bit. We have all of these gas-inspired cars. We have Castro, we have Shell, we have Gulf Oil. None of them pick the actual petrol companies for their teams.
Maybe they're more into rubber, and I'm not here to judge.
Just saying, there's a lot of options there. As Tomas Ribeiro makes the overtake on Gilbert and is back up into fourth place. Side-by-side action between Lezek Lakomi and... That's Andy Darnell. Okay. Darnell with the overtake. Cedric Bonfant off again. He is having some serious troubles. I wonder if he picked up some damage on the first off, and these subsequent offs are essentially just a, representation of the car not handling properly or having the grip that he is expecting it to have. Remy Verhaeg also struggling a little bit. He's been pretty much a front-end runner all series long, although he has also been the king of jumping the start because I don't think he has his launch control properly set up on his wheel. That was kind of my guess, is that I do the stewarding from this series. Well, I don't do the stewarding, but I assist with it.
Stooge.
Jack does the actual... Jack hands out the penalties. I merely interpret them. But we noticed at the last round that we did is that Remy got a drive-through penalty. Just completely jets away from the line as if he doesn't have the launch control or the clutch set up, whichever one these cars use, to stop him from jumping the start. Makes me wonder if he maybe has only 2 pedals as opposed to the usual 3.
Well, I mean, he could probably talk to James Butler and get a couple more pedals.
Lezek Lakomi looking to get past Darnell again. Battle for 9th place continues. And he's got the inside line. That turns into the outside line at the next corner. And in fact, Darnell has it. So Darnell is getting some great outside grip. So he's been doing really, really well with that. Chris Williams promoting himself ahead of Mauricio Huyon into 19th spot. And Bertrand Barrier off the track again. There he is. No, that's not him rejoining. That's somebody else. Well said.
That would be Theodore.
Mauricio Delgado has moved up a couple spots. Today is a 3-race day, so some very short races, but hopefully very intense. This one's been solid. And Bertrand Barrier is out of the race, so we will have at best 17 rounds.
There is now no Bertrand to entry. So wait, was it Barrier? No. That's too easy. That's too obvious.
I don't think there was any barrier to entry to begin with.
I mean, I believe there is a $2,000 entry fee. That
there is now there is no barrier to the top 17 now. There you go. Just checking to see how far the points go down, and 18th place would score points. So it's just finish the race. You got points. Lezek Lakomi, another overtake on Andy Darnell. It's very weird to me that Darnell can't pull away, having seen the outside pace that he has. Just feels like with a car handling that well, that he would be a guy who would just not really be in this battle. He would just be ahead of it. Chuck continues to lead. You know what's weird is this series started off with Adam Komorowski being pretty dominant. He won 2 out of the 3 races at Circuit du Charade at the opening round. He hasn't attended any of the rounds since. And that's left the field very open.
And that's why Mauricio Delgado is going to win, because he's up to 12th place.
Andy Darnell continues his battle with Lezek Lecomi. Delgado's had a very solid day. 5 spots up, he is our hard charger. As Antonio Costa tries to make a move on Yuri Kurtachvil, who's had a very solid race. I want to give Yuri all the credit I can. He's a driver who has been plagued by over-aggression, and it's just nice to see him having kind of like a quiet race, but to success. Up in 7th spot. Although, might lose that to Remy Verhaeghe. No shame there. Remy Verhaeghe is a top-notch driver. Steve Davison battling with the aforementioned Yellow Submarine of Mauricio Delgado.
Go, Mauricio.
The Yellow Submarine is actually the livery of... Which one did they go with? There are 2 yellow ones here. That is... I'm not sure which one that is. Can't really make it out on the booking feature on Race App. I'll pull up the store as we get towards the closing moments of this race. Andrew D. still after teammate Magic Kaszczuk for the win. And Chris Willems making a move on Mauricio Julian for 15th. By the way, I just reminded that Poe is coming to RaceRoom. Get ready for that, everybody. The French Macau will be horrifying.
I hear you have to be rich to race Poe.
Not quite the case. Ooh, there's some new DTM liveries. I'm going to check those out in between races. I miss DTM being like its own separate thing, and now it's just GT3 cars, which is a little bit lame. I believe I've said that before, so that's not a new theory.
I believe all of them should be replaced by lawnmowers.
The Yellow Submarine team is doing the Deutsche Post livery. It's just not nearly as pronounced as Deutsche Post usually is. So, there you go. We have our answer. Yuri Kurtachvil in 7th place still, as we enter the final lap. And a big contact there for Christian Kubovic. Nobody around him, so I think that's probably a self-inflicted injury.
You're required to do 53 push-ups.
Oh lord, they have a horrific Porsche in the DTM series here. It looks like it literally went through an ice cream vomit.
What flavor?
Neapolitan plus like something purple.
Ooh. What if they replaced the strawberry with grape in Neapolitan?
Well, no, the strawberry's still there. It's just like
we're up beyond that. You got to keep up. We're into hypothetical ice cream now.
Hypothetical ice cream.
You got chocolate. You got chocolate. You got vanilla, and you got grape. Is that good? Is that bad?
To be honest, like my problem with the Neapolitan is I tend not to really be big on chocolate ice cream. So.
Wow,
I know. It's very weird.
Person of all time.
It's very weird. I am the opposite of the Simpsons joke of the chocolate. Don't. We're out of chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry ice cream. It's just the chocolate that's gone.
Chocolate.
Remy Verhaeghe holding off Yuri Kurtachvil to the line for 7th place. Kurtachvil with 8th place. But your winner is Magic Kaszczuk, is an all-golf oil podium with Canadians Andrew D. and Martin Evans. Tomas Ribeiro in his debut picking up 4th place ahead of Edouard Gilbert. And then Antonio Costa, the championship leader with Verhaeghe, Kurtachvil, Lecomi. Darnell ended up losing out to Lecomi there for 9th place. Adam Stewart in 11th place as he's coming across the line right now. And then
All that matters is that Gulf oil to the front.
Mauricio Delgado in 13th place.
Steve Dave, you have let me down.
And Cedric Bonfon crashing into the wall in celebration of his 17th place.
Wait. Gulf oil to the front, and Mauricio made up a bunch of places. All is good and all is well.
I'm looking through the DTM liveries. Is there anything that I like? Not really. Not really. They're not terrible, but they're not great. I do like the new Cuss Team Bernard car. Okay. That one's pretty cool. All right, Cash Chuck winning from D. Edmonds, all Canadian pole podium. Ribeiro, Gilbert, Costa, Verhaeghe, Kretschmann, Lacombe, Darnell, your top 10. And what is the reverse grid today, you might ask? It is...
Top 32.
It is 12. Pardon me, 8. 8 for the short race. So pole position will go to Yuri Kretschmann. So that's actually pretty good to drop down to 8th place and get the pole for race number 2. But he'll be on the front row with Remy Verhaeghe, with Costa, Gilbert, Ribeiro, Edmonds, D, and Kaschuk as the reverse. Everybody else starts where they finished. Hopefully Bertrand Barrier joins us for race number 2. Man, if you look at the RaceRoom Premium Pack and you look at the $108.29 price tag, you're like, that's terrible. Then you realize you're getting 94% off what's in it. If you bought it individually, it's incredibly expensive. So, Byron, how's your day been? How you doing?
The worst.
The worst, you say?
I went to school and I got certificates and I'm signed up for first aid in a couple weeks and gonna get my basic security license sometime in the near future. And but my legs hurt. My legs hurt a lot. I've been walking to and from school for the last month and a half, and for some reason or other, we're not building up a resistance. The resilience is not increasing. I'm hoping that this is some sort of weird gradual hump, and then we're going to break through to the other side, and we're going to get good musculature being awesome again. But it's a little discouraging, and it pisses me off, which makes me want to just walk harder. So one way or the other, we're going to come out the other side somehow.
No Barrier for race number 2, so it looks like he is not mating. Looks like also Christian Kubovic is getting a timing glitch. He is shown at the back of the pack, but the gap doesn't make any sense. Anyways, as we go through the early section here, Remy Verhaeghe getting past Yuri Kretschmann with some elbows out racing. And teammate Gilbert slots into 3rd position. Behind them it is the Portuguese duo of Ribeiro and Costa. Edmonds in 6th place, D and Lacombe. Kaschuk has dropped down to 9th spot, having started in 8th after winning race 1. It was whatever was going on with Kubovic's timing appears to have settled itself. He is at the back of the park. I suspect maybe he started from the pit lane. That could be the answer to the question. He's going to start pretty near the back anyway, so maybe just taking a little bit of risk out of the equation and starting from pits was deemed intelligent by his team.
Front, back, side to side.
Oh, the new Yakko Racing livery has a pit-up girl on it, so there you go.
Very nice. Representation is important.
Yuri Kretschmann's getting swallowed up by some of the admittedly a little bit faster cars. Martin's up to 3rd already. Wow. Gulf Oil heading to the front.
Gulf Oil sliding its way up there.
Mauricio Julian is off in the sand trap somewhere. As they fan out and look to make their way forward. It's a really short race with a reverse grid, so everybody's a little bit impatient to make their room up. Kerchachville is okay. Those numbers are wrong. Okay. I think the positions gained we're getting fed there on the tower are based on their first race starting position and not their second race starting position. So that's going to require a little bit more memory.
I mean, I think you just need to start making stuff up.
I mean, Edmonds is probably the answer. He's up to third place, having started 6th, so that's plus 3 spots. I imagine that's towards the top end. As we have lost Christian Kubovic from the running order with a retirement.
No.
Adam Stewart going side by side with teammate Andy Darnell. Looks like Stewart's going to come out on top here. Go-Ho, the GoPro.
What kind of hoe?
They're one of the heads again, but they're not petrol. Piston head. Boom. There you go. That's it.
Machine head.
That better be Boys' theme song.
If y'all ain't rocking the Machine Head theme from Redline, I don't know what's wrong with you, and I can't help you. And if there's not like a cult of Redline already established, I can help you. I have access to
we can
files.
make that happen.
These are things that could happen.
Adam Stewart's still battling with Andy Darnell over 10th place. Guys, you are teammates. One of you might want to just tuck in behind the other and try to, work together. But Steve Davidson believes otherwise. He begs you to embrace your dark side and let him through. Yuri Kuchachville versus Tomas Ribeiro for 4th place. Where are our other gold-oiled cars? Andrew D's in 9th place and Cash Chuck's in 7th. So they are not making the progress that we have seen from Martin Evans.
All I know is I see a Gulf Oil in here with some scrubs that have no culture, no color sense. They're like, whatever, throw a little, can you hit your blue paintbrush on my white car?
I don't know. I don't mind the GoPro liveries.
Garbage.
Not the best ones, but they're okay.
Trash.
Martin Edmonds moving into second. Oh, forget second place. He may be going for the lead.
Let's go, baby!
Didn't quite get it. Remy Verhaeg retains the lead, but Gilbert falls to 3rd.
Monsieur Verhaeg, you shall report to the poutinerie.
Martin is doing quite well today.
Indeedly do.
Like he's got that Gulf Oil car nice and Cedric Bonfon, you don't have a nose. I don't know how to tell you this.
It's weight saving.
We are playing the age-old game of got your nose, apparently. As Verhaeg runs wide,
baby,
and Martin takes the lead.
Go foil to the front. Let's go.
Interesting battle here for the lead as Gilbert is getting a little bit out of shape. And Kerchachville and Ribeiro are looking to make up ground as well. Davidson trying to break up the GoPro party. And he will move into 11th place ahead of Adam Stewart.
D and Davidson look particularly denied, distraught, and perhaps de-incentivized.
A bit. Gilbert moving into 2nd place as Verhaeg kind of made that really easy for him. So I wonder if he's got a problem either with the car or, as often happens in sim racing, perhaps there is a slight disturbance in the background, shall we say?
Oh, baby.
Something of a residential aggro situation.
Millions of pistons just cried out and were silenced.
Indeed. Steve Davidson moving up into 10th place. Andy Darnell not really willing to give up, though. He has had some surprisingly good traction today. And takes 10th spot back. Edmonds leading from the French duo of Gilbert and Verhaeg. Ribeiro in 4th place, and then Kerchachville, Costa, Kazchuk, Lakomi, D, and Darnell. As we are approaching halfway distance. About 40 seconds.
40 seconds?
Mm-hmm.
That's forever away.
Adam Stewart looking for a move. Nothing happening. Darnell hangs on to 10th for now. Davidson has fallen quite a ways back at them. I'm not sure what's up with that. There's Ball and Fond. Making a move on Chris Willems for 15th place despite the lack of a front nose. Martin, you picked up a slowdown penalty for violation of track limits.
Don't do it. Break the law. Go fast. The
game will force you, sir.
Nope. Nope.
The game does not recognize your Gulf oil cheat. Steve Davis has caught up to the back of the GoPro guys who have continued to squabble over this 10th place. Guys, your teammates, go forth. And Edouard Gilbert is our 4th race leader of the day as he moves up past Martin Evans. On board with Andrew D as he tracks Leszek Lekomi. And there is his teammate Magic Kaszczuk on the tail of Antonio Costa. Race 1 winner, Magic Kaszczuk.
The most magical of cabbage trucks.
Very much so. Andrew D looking to move up a spot. 2nd place in race 1, but race 2 has not gone so well for him. He's battling side by side with Leszek Lekomi. He will overtake the Team Samsung car. Should I look up who is he representing? Leszek Lekomi is a member of the Gearheads, so there we go.
Gearheads? What about the clutch heads?
We got Gearheads, we got Petrol Heads, and we got Piston Heads. Although I think, ironically, I don't think we have any of the Petrol Heads here today. The actual, like, oh no, Gilbert in the wall!
It happens.
That looks like it cost him a nose. I wonder if Martin Evans might be brought before the steward.
Nope.
Have a look at that.
Nope. Look clean to me.
Gilbert has been DNF'd. He is out of the race. With colossal front damage. I noticed the cameras were not looking at the ESR admin when that incident occurred.
Correct.
Leading us to rampant speculation. That does mean Edmonds is back at the front, ahead of Verhaag and Hibero. Hibero's up onto the podium. For Chachville, Costa, Kaszczuk, D, Lekomi, Stewart, and Davidson, your top 10.
The best top 10.
I don't know about that. I think
the best top 10 that ever was in this particular exact time frame.
I was going to say, we've had top 10s with Mr. Mike Stoffmill and Tobias Thurl.
You're not wrong. And yet, they chickened out, didn't want to show up to this one because Edmund's too fast.
We've had top 10s with yours truly. Come on. Those are the best top 10s.
You're not wrong. I mean, but we're talking of all time.
On board with Tomas Ribeiro. Or Hibero. I forget, is Hibero, is the R to H sound a Brazilian specific thing, or is that Portuguese in general?
I think it's Portuguese in general.
I think it is Portuguese in general.
Hibero.
Oh, we've lost Chris Willems. He's our third DNF.
Let's face it. Hibero, cool, exotic, neat, interesting. Ribeiro sounds like maybe you're from Wisconsin.
We apologize to any Portuguese people if our pronunciations of your language is entirely been infected by the Brazilians. It's an MMA thing.
I ain't apologizing. Y'all can go face to face with Waleed Ismail. I ain't apologizing for shit.
No one wants Waleed Ismail.
Y'all go talk to him.
For one thing, you might get rabies off the.
Yeah, I mean, there's like I would like the one human in all of history that is just a rabies carrier, but not a what's the term I'm looking for? Presenter of the virus.
I don't know. Are we saying he's not presenting the virus?
I mean, I'm not saying it's not an influence. I'm not saying it's not an influence. But he's not foaming. He's not hydrophobic. I mean, come on.
He might be. I mean, that might be why he says the blood all the time. He doesn't want water.
Hey, you know, you're not wrong.
Good battle for fourth place going on here between Kratachville, Costa, and Kazchuk. Very intriguing. Very championship relevant. By the way, Yuri having a solid run here. Started on pole and has fallen to fourth place, but, you know, reverse grid pole. We've seen people fall way below fourth place and not keep up with the leaders off reverse grid pole. So this has been a pretty impressive run. And he's got the race leader Kazchuk behind him still. Or not race leader. Race 1 winner, pardon me.
I believe that is pronounced race.
Race.
Give it to you.
We're now in race 2. Ibero. We're getting a lot of onboards with Ibero. I'm not complaining. He's, you know, they're exciting. But I do want to check the auto directory's bank account. Sure. I was gonna say Habaro is on a team. Just don't know which one because he brought the wrong livery. Yeah, he's supposed to be with the Tugas Castrol Edge guys. Steve Davidson making up a spot there, displacing Adam Stewart, or holding off Adam Stewart. I'm not sure which. Should be that is the Tugas livery there, actually, the Antonio Costa.
The Antony Ho. Michael, I just discovered a thing that is wildly interesting.
Do tell.
Did you know that there's a London to Calcutta bus service that existed?
I mean, that just seems like Adam Stewart was.
Oh no! Stewart! Between 1957 and 1976, there was a bus service that ran from London to Calcutta and back round trip.
Huh.
I have posted the link in the CarPron channel of the ESR Discord. Please join.
Ribeiro going for second place. Getting physical with Remy Verhaeg in the final corner. And he's got his elbows out. He wants... Oh, pardon me. We got another corner.
I
thought we were in the final one. There's more. There's the final corner. Ribeiro's got second place. Martin Edmonds, easier winner. He'll be joined on the podium by Tomas Ribeiro and Remy Verhaeg. Yuri Kratachville in an impressive fourth place ahead of Antonio Costa, Magic Kazchuk, Andrew D, Lezek, Lecomi, and the man you are looking at right now, Steve Davidson, and then Andy Darnell for the Piston Head team. That is Mauricio Delgado we're looking at.
See.
Come home in 12th place behind Adam Stewart.
Apparently races for Texas, or is that Puerto Rico?
That is Chile.
Chile?
Cedric Bonfant, 13th place. And then this man, Mauricio Julian, Mauricio's always raced for Chile.
It was a joke.
Wow.
I thought that you and all of the viewers at home would understand that.
Maybe they did, but I didn't.
Sir.
I am just one man. Fastest lap to Andrew D. Surprising lack of progress on. He started in 8th place, only made it up to 7th. But Martin Edmonds cashes in big with the victory. Ahead of a lot of his championship rivals, because of course Tomas Ribeiro's in his first round of the series. So that's a nice cushion. We'll head on to race number 3 with Leszek Lekomi and Andrew D starting from the front row. Should be a good chance for D to get some points. And then it'll be Kashchuk and Costa on row 2, Pau-Ville and Verhaeg on row 3, Ribeiro and Edmonds on row 4, and everybody else will start where they finished. Hopefully Chris Willems, Edouard Gilbert, and Bertrand Barrier will attend the race, but we'll find out.
Just slowly whittle them down.
Oh, so I'm noticing, unfortunately, that one of the members of WTF is a kilometer, has not actually joined the ESR Discord, and the other one hasn't shown up for any races. So we haven't gotten to actually really see that team in action.
That sounds like they might be prejudiced against Canadians. I would like to think we've moved on beyond that particular prejudice, but okay.
There's a couple other people we've not seen. Always get this. We get people who sign up and then either are not actually... Mostly what actually happens is people will sign up and then they not realizing the time frame that the races are in, like the time zone. And then they realize they can't actually attend. But a couple people signed up like that, including Samuel Oliveira, who I remember that name of from a couple events ago.
Wasn't he the guy that the UFC light heavyweight championship?
No, sir. That is Alex Bahia.
My bad.
Destroyer of worlds, Alex Bahia.
Apparently. Just don't stand there. Jesus, what are you doing?
All right, Lekomi to lead from pole. Let's see how long that stands. It looks like Willems has made it for race number 2, but no sign of Bertrand Barrier or of Gilbert, unfortunately. Lekomi with a good start. He's actually quite ahead. Andrew D in 2nd place. 3rd place is Kashchuk, who's had a pretty good start this time after a bad start last race. Oh, somebody off in the background.
I see a bunch of Gulf oil.
That is Remy Verhaeg, who is off the track. So 2 Gulf oils up into the top 3 once again. D and Kashchuk. Where's Martin? He's in 7th. Pau-Ville is up to 4th place, followed by Ribeiro and Costa. Adam Stewart did not get a good start. He's dropped
to the front. Sorry, what?
Said Adam Stewart has dropped a couple spots, so not a very good start for him.
Stewart. Maybe he should be also embracing the Gulf oil.
Tomas Ribeiro battling for position with Yuri Pau-Ville for 4th place. Finished in 2nd last race, so he is a man to watch. Has shown some aggressive but smooth racecraft so far today. And he will duck down the inside of the Czech driver and into 4th position. Martin Edmonds in the background looking to get past Antonio Costa, one of his main rivals in the championship.
Sir, I have consulted the Google vocalization translates. According to the Google, it is pronounced Verhaeg.
Verhaeg.
It's kind of like it's almost between Verhaeg and Verhaeg. Is Verhaeg? A little softness in there.
Side-by-side
So-
action there with Costa and Kretschfield.
I'm just saying, like, try a little tenderness. It's not a sea mine off a mountain, but it'll do.
Cash Chuck is up a couple spots into 4th place, putting the pressure on Hibero for 3rd. Or for 4th, pardon. No, I was right the first time. It was for 3rd place. Hibero, nice little move there. He will get past Cash Chuck and into 3rd place. Comey continues to lead. Cash Chuck back up into 3rd. Costa trying to make this a 3 wide. Gentlemen, this is the war room. You can't do that here.
Pay attention.
Very crowded at the front right now. Speaking of very crowded, Ribeiro almost gave Cash Chuck a little bit of a, an oil check.
I'm all on board with safety procedures, so if you have to make sure that the other person is fully lubed, please do so. It's for your safety and theirs.
Comey still in the lead, but Andrew D on his tail. Looking to make it 3 straight wins for the Canadian Pole Gulf Oil team. Tatchville sliding back a little bit further. This time it's Martin Edmonds making the move. Up into 6th place. Cash Chuck win race 1. Edmonds win race 2. D would like to join that trend, that group, that winning spirit. And he goes down the inside, a little bit of contact, but rubbing can at times be racing. He's to the front in the Gulf Oil car. Cash Chuck and Hibero. Oh, the Comey.
Boy.
I'm not sure what happened there,
Boy.
actually. The Comey just looked like he lost the front end. There was some bashing in behind him between Hibero and Cash Chuck, who got caught up in that. But I'm not sure what caused Lacombe's incident. As he drops through the field. So Costa up to 3rd place. He got a couple of free spots off that. Edmonds is up to 4th place. Kretschfield to 5th. Cash Chuck rejoins in 6th. Davidson, Darnell, Bonfond, and Verheeg. Rounding up the top 10.
My cat is currently dreaming so hard in his basket that I thought he was having a medical episode.
Was he dreaming that he was running?
Listen, I don't know. There's a lot of muscle twitches in a lot of different areas. Couldn't tell you. It might be so active he is currently dreaming that he is chasing down a big old first place.
Track. Not sure what has happened with Adam Stewart. He's way behind everybody.
I believe it's because he's been... Oh, boy!
Little rub it is racing there between Ribeiro and Costa, but Costa coming off the worst of it. And Martin Edmonds is going to slide in 2nd place.
Go foil to the dope. Yep, that will.
2 for the price of 1. Oh, contact with Ribeiro, who is off the track.
Look clean to me. Look clean to me.
Side to side. See if it ends up on the Stewart's desk, but
Look clean to me.
complicated. Ribeiro rejoining in 10th place.
It's going to cost Martin a little tire wear. But
Yeah, I'm not worried about the tire wear, though, in a 15-minute race.
Of all the people who could take charges from tire wear.
Even Martin cannot kill a pair of tires, or a set of tires, in 15 minutes unless he's trying.
50 minutes? Have you looked at the time remaining?
Oh, yeah, this is the longer one. Yeah. I'm sorry, I always forget that we do this weird thing with, like, the feature race at the end. I don't really... I don't really understand it.
This is the most races in a row that I believe we've done, statistically speaking, for commentary.
Oh, it is the only one. Well, it's the most that we can do. RaceRoom won't let you set up a race 4 on a single server. You'd have to,
Perhaps.
you know, let the server roll around again to do more. But yeah, forget that the final race is 30 minutes as opposed to 15. That being said, these cars are pretty light on tire wear. I imagine Martin would still even struggle without trying to kill the tires in 30 minutes. I have faith in his ability to put his mind to it if asked. By the way, 4 of the top 5 are Gulf Oil. The Canadian pole team is doing very well, with Yuri Krutachvil the only exception in the top 5. Running in 3rd. Costa, Darnell, Verhaeghe, Bonfon, and Ribeiro rounding off the top 10. Delgado, Lacombe, Julian, Willems, and Stewart still running. As I think Ribeiro and Bonfon had it coming together there. Either that or Bonfon just ended up off the track on his own, which is possible.
I believe the Bonfon end up with the Bonbon with the Tabernacle. Never mind.
I mean, at some point we just need to go full on
Super Bonbon, Super Bonbon,
and get out the Remy Nadeau as Magic Kazchuk moves on. Top 3 is Gulf Oil. To the front. See if Steve Davidson can make it the top 4 here as he trails Krutachvil. Apparently the Canadian pole team was just like, we're going to turn it into the, those who watch like F3 back in the day. There was like one team. That one team was Prema. And like nobody else mattered. It was like first, second, third, and fourth would be like Prema. Just like by default. They had the best drivers. They had the best setups. They dominated. They don't anymore, but they did it one time. And the Canadian pole Gulf Oil team is doing their best Prema impression today.
Does that mean they get to join the Premier League?
I mean, to put this really simply, Nikita Mazepin, who is a disaster of a driver, raced for Prema 1 year because he's got a lot of money backing him. He's got one of those Russian oil companies, Uralkali, I think.
Not anymore.
Well, no, they still do because his dad owns the company. But his dad is Mr. Uralkali, so to speak, as Steve Davidson's going for the move here. But he was a championship contender in F3 because he raced for Prema. A little nudge there. And Krutachvil falls to 5th, but I think Steve's trying to give him... I thought Steve for a second there was going to give him the spot back. But he is elected not to. And will continue in 4th place, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4 for Gulf Oil.
Let's go! Gulf Oil to the front!
Yeah, Mazepin's issues aren't getting funding from Russia. It's finding people who want to put his sponsors on the car.
I don't think the money's coming from Russia anymore. I believe the father perhaps was wise enough to invest in things that weren't Putin.
Oh no, I think they're very... Mr. Mazepin is definitely part of the regime, shall we say, as Lacombe moves into 11th place.
And he hasn't fallen out a window yet?
He is not, to my knowledge, fallen out a window.
2 weeks from now, homie drank some tea and fell out of a window that were at the bottom of some stairs.
See, I am consulting Wikipedia to see if Dmitry Mazepin... No, he's alive. He's alive still.
Currently living in Monaco or...
let's see.
Bahrain, perhaps?
I wonder maybe if there's something we can come here with. He's still living in Russia!
Oh, it's not a good game plan. Not a good game plan. Everybody else is falling out of the window, drinking some tea at the bottom of some stairs.
He is no longer the chief executive officer of Eurochem, though, as of 2022.
Gulf oil to the front. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the beauty and the majesty.
The majesty of Gulf oil. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They're going so fast, the noses are just flaming up. It might be the paint. Haters say it's fake.
Man, Haas, the racing team in F1 has had a history of really bad sponsors. They had the Eurochem sponsorship right when things got spicy. And before that, they had the whole Rich Energy thing before that was revealed to be a complete scam. On board with Magic Cash Jack. Race 1 winner. A race 2 to forget, but he is in 3rd place today.
Steve Dave currently being the booty warrior, bringing up the rear.
His booty is being hunted by Mr. Antonio Augusta.
Nope. Inside, outside.
And Mr. Crutchville and Mr. Darnell.
Come on, Steve Dave. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. You can do it. Be incredibly wide, incredibly fast, and incredibly sexy.
You have run over the Mario Kart item, the Byron, to help you in your quest to take 4th place. So what would the Byron be in Mario Kart? Are we talking some kind of like a shell deal, or is it like a mushroom deal, or is it something?
It's it'd be like a gold shell. It's like right at the last third of the last lap, you deploy the gold shell, and you just like to get to reorder the field as per your joie de vivre. And therefore, all the bullshit you talked, and all the hopes and dreams all get to come true all at once.
You get to do that time Matt Higgs managed to briefly run in front of Mike Stockmill, took a screenshot and just kept showing it to him.
Yeah, pretty much. But that was also on the right side of the finish line. As per gold shell rules.
I do like the only newer item for Mario Kart that I enjoy is the bullet. That's pretty fun.
Oh, is that a thing now?
Yeah, it turns you into like the bullet that used to get shot at Mario in the old games.
Yeah, the bomb.
The bullet.
Bullet Bill. And what does that entail? Like you just
go really fast. And you can also destroy people if you hit them.
Okay, all right. So it's like shells, but for dummies.
Well, it's like turning you into the shell, I guess.
No, I get it. But it's like the shell for people that don't have what we call talent.
Sure. Normally, it's given to people in last place. So yes.
Also, go play Crash Team Racing because it's a vastly superior game. Crash Team Racing, best racing sim 2024.
Well, no, definitely not best racing sim.
What? Come on.
Best arcade game, maybe.
What did you tell me that Quetsu Orcha Crumple Zone Around Me is better? I don't think so.
I mean, that is my favorite.
You would say that.
Exceto competizione. It's good.
Quetsu Orcha. Let me guess. White Devil, White Devil? Yes. You speak Wachutu? I haven't watched.
I miss the old Signosis games back in the late '90s. They had the Formula One license to make games.
I'm familiar. In my brain, I can see that logo immediately.
It's like the
I have no
eyes.
I have no connection with that franchise whatsoever.
Well, the only games of theirs I ever played were the Formula One simulators, so yeah. That would make sense. Adam Stewart moving up to 13th place. Out of Chris Willems.
Signosis Wikipedia. Video game company been founded for 40 years, defunct 2012 because the Mayans predicted end of the world.
I assumed that they were defunct. I didn't actually know.
Yeah. They started off with Lemmings. 3D Lemmings, Winter Wonderland, blah, blah. Three Ninjas Kick Back. Man, I watched that since I was like literally a child. A Bug's Life. Adidas Power Soccer Internacional 97. Adidas Power Soccer 98. Something called Agony, and these are all this is on the Amiga. They're still making Amiga games in the early 90s.
Oh, late 90s with the one you're going with there.
No, 92.
Okay,
Agony 92.
We're not going in
Oh yeah. Oh, it's definitely in alphabetical order. My bad.
Oh, okay. Alphabetical.
Hold on. Let me reorganize this shenanigans. Okay, and
you went from 99 to 92.
Yeah. Now we're chronological. I'm just assuming that all is well in Gulf Oil Land.
They are currently still 1, 2, 3, 4. So yes.
Ha-cha-cha.
Randy Verhaag trying to make his way past Andy Darnell for 7th place. And Andy, I've got a lot of faith. Oh, Andy almost lost control there. Nice save. But I was going to say, Verhaag is going to pick up that spot and move to the 7th spot.
They did Shadow of the Beast back in 89.
Darnell also losing a spot to Tomas Ribeiro, who moves up to 8th.
See what else we got here. Lemmings. So they did the original Lemmings, and a lot of Lemmings thereafter. Shadow of the Beast 3. I'm assuming there's a Shadow of the Beast 2 that I scrolled over. Bram Stoker's Dracula, 93. That was on like every platform imaginable. NES, Super NES, Game Boy Gear, Master System, Sega Genesis, Mega Drive, Sega CD, Mega CD, Amiga, and MS-DOS. That's a lot of platforms, my guy. That's a lot of programming.
Indeed.
Very impressive. Last Action Hero game. Oh my god. If you've not seen the movie Last Action Hero, you are missing the fuck out. Also, one of, if not the best soundtracks of all time. I can't help you if you don't enjoy the movie or the soundtrack. You're just wrong about life.
Verhaag and Ribeiro going head-to-head for 7th place, but Verhaag hanging on for the time being.
Prince of Persia 2, your boy Signosis, indeed in charge of that, back in 93.
Around the outside for Ribeiro. I don't think that's going to work, no. Verhaag stays ahead.
Oh, they did Hex. Hex, the Heresy of the Wizard.
I recall that.
Not the same as Hexen, but it was a good game. I remember that. Oh, they did the original Discworld game.
Ribeiro still on the tail of Verhaag as my commentary partner slowly loses his mind.
I'm reverting to Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Formula One! They did Formula One in 96 for PlayStation and Windows.
Haven't played that one.
What?
First one I played was 97.
They did a game called Crazy Ivan, which I'm assuming is a submarine game. Mecha first-person shooter. Interesting.
97, I believe they were on the NEX, the N64 as well as PC. Arrow down the inside for 7th place, and he's got it.
Formula 197 was on PlayStation, Windows, and that is all.
Okay, so it's a different 97 game that has the famous one where we couldn't get Jacques Villeneuve's sponsorship or likeness, so he became Jack Newhouse.
It is Power Soccer 98. I'm not seeing any more racing. Like they did Wipeout.
Should be 98 and 99 as well. 99 would be the last one there.
You would say that.
Which was a very good one because it had an edit grid function where you could actually make your own like fantasy grids. That was pretty cool. I would like if any racing game developer is out there, I would like an edit grid feature for like AI races. That would be nice.
Formula 199, indeed, PlayStation and Windows. Also, Pro 18 World Tour Golf, PlayStation and Windows. Urban Assault. Wait, that was canceled? Didn't Urban Assault come out?
There might just be a completely other Urban Assault game.
I must be completely confused, but I swear to God, Urban Assault came out. It was apparently canceled. A port of a hybrid game developed, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. It looks like a mess.
Steve Davidson is pulling away nicely from Antonio Costa, actually. He's up to about 2 seconds ahead. As he is using Martin Edmonds and Magic Kashchuk as a draft source. A little teamwork, maybe?
The final ignominious swan song of Signovis. Mickey's Wild Adventure.
Yeah, it sounds like a good way to end your run.
For the PlayStation Network. Games developed by SCE Studio Liverpool. Formula 1 2001, 2002, 2003, F1 04, 05, 06, Formula 1 Championship Edition 2007, and a bunch of Wipeout games.
The 07 Championship Edition was really, really fun.
There you go. So it looks like Liverpool did a lot of the work maybe that you remember, possibly?
Probably. Andy Darnell moving up a spot ahead of Remy Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe has fallen way back of Hibero. I wonder what happened.
There's not enough Gulf oil.
We did not get to see, perhaps, what happened to the French driver, but he has slipped from running in 7th place to down to 9th. He's looking to get back into 8th. Around the outside of Darnell. Not really on. I was going to say, they probably kept the license longer, but EA Sports got part of the F1 license in 2000. And I think that largely was a problem for anybody else who was banking on it.
Yeah.
Oh, Andrew D is off the track. No!
That's
his planet has called him. He must return home and help his people. Blowing a chance for a third different winner here today for the Gulf Oil team.
That is a Final Fantasy VII summon if I've ever seen one.
Gaia requires his assistance.
Y'all got hit with Knights of the Round.
He must face off with Sephiroth.
No golden chocobo for you. That is destructive.
It is. That's a horrible day for Andrew D. He was so close to stop. He was dominating here today. He was like 5 seconds ahead of his teammates. He was on his way to the top of the podium. And this is going to deny him, but it is still an all Gulf Oil podium at the moment. It's just Martin Edmonds now leading it up from Kashchuk and Davidson.
Gulf Oil to the front.
But the 1, 2, 3, 4 is no longer possible.
In my heart, I still believe it's true, and therefore it will happen. He will land and possibly win by 2 laps, maybe 3.
That's not how racing works sometimes.
Wow, ye of little faith.
He had the driven Max Pappas moment. Max Pappas is airborne. By the way, if you've not seen Driven, excellent racing scenes. The rest is terrible. I did like that they had a scene of Michael Andretti and Paul Tracy hitting each other in the pit lane. Me and my dad chuckled about that.
I can appreciate that.
My dad just goes, the realism of this movie is stunning. But there's something inherently not very believable about Sylvester Stallone being a champ car driver. That just doesn't work. You have the wrong body build, my friend.
Correct. Maggle, I have the NBA news.
Okay.
Apparently, your boy Luka Doncic.
Verhaeghe going for the overtake here over Andy Darnell. Not this time. Darnell hangs on.
Luka Doncic has DQ'd himself because he is a scrub.
Explain.
He done fouled out.
Oh, he fouled out. Okay. Verhaeghe moving into 7th place. Ooh, man, Darnell's not giving up. Hanging around the outside, looking to take the inside. There he is. In the GoPro car. And he's going to hang on. Andy Darnell, honestly, the camera guy could have just stuck with him like throughout all 3 of these races and had a really good time. Because he's been in the wars, but it's been like really good. Magic Cash Truck looks to get his 2nd win on the board against Martin Edmonds. He's ahead of him.
Not gonna happen.
We'll see.
You're playing against the grip of the cheese curd and the slickness of the gravy with the crispiness of the French fries.
After really struggling early on, Adam Stewart has got his way up into the top 10, overtaking Cedric Bonfalm there. He was way behind everybody and has just come storming back. An amazing second half, recovery drive here. Verhaeghe versus Darnell for 7th place, heading down to the last time to the checkered flag. It will be Verhaeghe in front for now. Darnell setting up for the outside line, actually, of the next turn. He's loved that outside line.
All I'm going to say is that if you motherfuckers try and compete for the win and blow my 1, 2, 3, I will find you and I will put popcorn in your butthole.
Andy Darnell looking for the overtake. Round the outside. No. Verhaeghe hangs on. By the way, checkered flag has come out. Martin Edmonds is our winner.
Oh my goodness!
Kazchuk 2nd, Davidson 3rd.
Ladies and
Assume
gentlemen,
the top
girls,
5 is probably finished. Yep,
you have just witnessed the greatest racing that has ever existed.
Verhaeghe hangs on against Andy Darnell for 7th in a very solid battle. That is Cedric Bonfalm bringing home 11th place behind Adam Stewart. And 14 cars see the checkered flag. It is Edmonds winning from Kazchuk, Davidson, Costa, Kratachville, Ibero, Verhaeghe, Darnell, Lacombe, Stewart, Bonfalm, who is coming to the end here right now. And behind him, it'll be Mauricio Delgado, Chris Willems, and Mauricio Leon.
Delgado to the front.
Someday, we'll see Delgado pick up a win.
See, I mean, he had a bunch of places picked up in the previous race there.
He did a very solid race.
Very enjoyable. He currently had the Caliente calzone all up in his I lack another Cal type word in Spanish. I don't know enough Spanish, goddammit.
Championship leader coming out of this round is Martin. He has six straight podiums. There you go.
Ha-cha-cha.
I think including 2 wins. He has 122.5 points. By the way, we pick up
Oh my
Andrew
God.
D there as he spins in the atmosphere. Fastest lap going to D.
Destructive.
Andrew D, 2 fastest laps today. No wins.
I mean, is he really going the fastest lap, or did he just use hackery to shoot himself to Jupiter immediately?
It could be that case. Magic Kaszczuk, second place in the championship, followed by Antonio Costa, Remy Verhaeg, Yuri Kotashvili, Steve Davidson, Andrew D, the absent Adam Komorowski, Edouard Gilbert, and the absent Benjamin Wawa. And, well, then it's like Hibero, who debuted today in 11th place, so that's all you need to know. A lot of other people missing. No Jeff Ecott, no James Butler, no Raul Valoria, no Craig Marks. So that's interesting. Team championship wise, Team Canadian Pole 2.0, aka Gulf Oil, 424.5 points.
That sounds like about half as much as they should really have.
By the way, the 92 points they scored in that last race we just checked out would be good enough on its own for 6th place in the championship.
I'm going to petition the stewards to give them at least double that amount of points for just style.
They are over 200 points. They are 221 points ahead of Tugas Racing Team, which is the Costas, Raul Valoria, Vic Vega, and Thomas Hibero. So they are safely in first place. RaceRoom French Racer in 3rd place, followed by the Piston Heads, the Gearheads, the Rick Rolling, the French Racer Academy Team, or BIS, the Petrol Heads, the First Lap Heroes, and the Yellow Submarines. That is your top 10. There's a bunch of teams here that don't have anyone on them, so I assume people who signed up and have been since removed, but their teams are still showing. By the way, kudos to whoever came up with the name the Nitro Knights. That's good.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
Anyways, that is all for today. Byron, do you have any final thoughts?
Our hands have fingertips, but our feet don't have toe tips, and yet we can tiptoe.